Well, we made it. It's January 2026, and AI has now given creators like you and me superpowers. But the trick is it gave it to everybody else, so there's lots of competition. How do you sort through that? There's been a major change, and we're going to talk about it in this video, what you need to do. Because you see, right now, your role as a content creator has changed. Yeah, we still create content, but now you want to be more of a creative conductor. Like a conductor in an orchestra, you're going to be creative. I'm going to show you how to do that and how you can take all the competition that's out there, all the stuff that's going on, but combine that with how to use these tools in the right mental power for it. You're going to be able to do it. I'm Terry Brock with Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and we're going to help you see this. So what you want to do is you want to make something that is going to be unmistakably you. That's a key factor. What you want to do is have something that is uniquely you. It takes a little while to find that. If you're just getting started, explore. Try different areas to see what the audience resonates with. And then, by the way, here's a secret tip right off the bat. Use Ask Studio. That is what is built into YouTube in their YouTube studio. And one of the things I've been doing is using videos that I have done, telling it, take a look at this video and tell me where I can improve it. What's good about it? And be brutally honest with me. Where can we improve it? You do that within Ask Studio, you're going to get some really good things on there. Because see, what we need to do now, it's 2026, you got to blend this in with a real human voice. That's the key. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing right now. This is not a fancy schmancy, all kinds of graphics and high production value video. This is just you and me. YouTube calls this real mode, and it's just really me. Here I am, and wanted to talk with you and help you on this. And by the way, you got a question on it or something or a comment, please leave the comment below in whichever platform you're getting this on. We put it on a bunch of them. But I want to just kind of talk to you, me as a creator, to you as a creator, how we've got to shift over into this realm of being a creative conductor. And we're going to do it. It's going to take some work, and it's not going to be something that happens real easily, but we can do it. And I'm going to show you something that I have not shown before, but it's going to help you. If you've been watching these videos, you know there's something over here, right there, a sign that I put up, and it's an old scrungy sign that I put up years ago, but it really helps me a lot. And matter of fact, it's in Russian. And it has an important meaning for you and me that relates to all of this that we're talking about. It says, "Uspiech ne prichodit at komforta." That's the Russian phrase for it. I studied Russian in undergrad school. And "Uspiech ne prichodit at komforta." Success does not come from comfort. It does not come from comfort. That means for you and me, we can't sit back and go, oh, the goal is just to relax and take it easy. No, you got to work, and we work diligently. We don't do it in a frenetic way. We don't do it in a way that tears us apart mentally or physically, those kind of things. No, take care of yourself there. Listen to those really wise medical professionals, the ones who tell us what to do, mental health professionals. But also realize we're not going to get success if you're aiming for just relaxing and slow down. You've got to get better now. That means what we're going to do is, as creative conductors, you're going to look at the tools as instruments. So you're looking at, what do I do for this and make it work? Kind of think about how a conductor does it that's really well. She's really good conductor. She will then help people. She'll know when to bring in the winds instruments, when to bring in the string instruments, when to bring in the percussion a little bit more, how to fade this out, how to bring that one in. This is what you'll do, and so you want to know the right tools. But from nerd to nerd, if you're a nerd, and I certainly am, I like the tools. I like getting in there and seeing what's available, but we got to step back from that. What we've got to do is look at, okay, I need to know enough about these tools so that I can deploy them in the right way and make the right sound come through. Kind of hanging in there with the conductor thing. Make that right sound come through so people go, hey, we like that. This is good. So you want to do that and realize that your message is the music that we have. The message that you have, that is where you want to do it. And you want to direct that to the right area so that people see it. And so what we're seeing right now is the way it is with AI, creation has become real fast. It's easy, so you can go out and research, get your drafts, visuals, repurposing, all that. Matter of fact, Gina and I are doing that a lot with our clients right now in the consulting and work we're doing, working with companies that needed some serious, we just had one this last year, real big in their industry, one of the tops and the leaders worldwide. They needed some help. We went out and used Perplexity and used some other tools like ChatGPT, of course, and Gemini now we're starting to use for research, to find out what's going on in a way that we did that and made it for them, and they were blown away. They said, we didn't know, how did you get that stuff? We had to check you out. And they did, And we found out we were right. So you want to make sure you can do that. Use it for creative research and get in there. The thing is also, in today's world, competition is exploding. It's because video is easy. People can do it like I'm doing right now. This is called easy mode. I'm not doing anything fancy with all the graphics and stuff. There's a place for that. But right now, this is just you and me talking here. And we're seeing that the platforms are now changing their signals because of that. You see, LinkedIn particularly, have you heard about what's going on with LinkedIn? They now really are thriving on and want people to get more saves. S-A-V-E-S. They want people to save it, and they want real comments, not just yes or wow, good, and a like doesn't mean much of anything. We're talking about this now. We just did a workshop a little while ago where we were able to talk about some of these things. We had Myra Corella come on, talked about some of these things that are available. Hi, Myra, if you're watching this. And there's a lot of tools that are available that you can use to figure out what to do. But one thing you got to watch out for is the robot farms and just sending it out, a message, and they see the same people over and over. Not working as well. Look at what they're doing with their 360 brew. Look that up. Do some searches on that. 360 brew with LinkedIn, which ties into what's going on with YouTube. They want something that's going to be very real. We find that just having more content, that's not the advantage. Might have been a few years ago. Right now, the real key is distinction. You want to stand out and be different. Sally Hogshead, a fellow professional speaker and a good buddy, hi Sally if you're watching this right now, is you want to find out and not just try to be better, but be different. And I like the way she says it. She says, different is better than better. Because there's so many people that can get good, but what you want to do is be the one that really knows this area well. For us, we're looking at how to be content creators using relationship marketing and blending it in there for connecting with people in a live and let live way. That's key for us. Live and let live is something we talk about a lot. You want to find what's going to work for you and how you can do that. So think about, what is your differentiator? What is it that's going to make you stand out on there? It doesn't have to be fancy production. There's something nice about that. But there's a place for it. And like on this video right here, I'm not using much of any of that. I want to see just you and me together. What you want to do is, I like to say, you want to You-ize it. I've talked about this before. But now I'm doing this again to kind of put an underline under it, make it bold-faced and larger font. You-ize it, Y-O-U-I-Z-E. So if your name is John, you want to John-ize it. If your name is Elizabeth, you want to Elizabeth-ize it. I'm Terry, so I like to Terry-ize it. Sounds kind of cool that way. But you can put it in there. So what are you going to do with that is you're going to make it your story. You want it to be your point of view. What is your point of view on this hot topic? And that's where the research comes in. Find out the 4 hot topics, the 5 hot issues that are bothering people today in your niche, what they're looking for, where they're hurting, what are they talking about. And AI can now go out to places like Reddit, Facebook, you can go over to X, formerly Twitter, and find out what are people really saying. Not just what they were telling people in polite company. Oh yeah, we want this. It's kind of like, okay, what are you really saying? So you want to have that and then give it your opinion. Your opinion. I disagree with this because of A, B, and C, or I like that and I feel strongly about it. But not only that, let me give a little more clarity in that. This and this and this is relevant. That is now relevant on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and we see it in many, many other places. This is what you want. So what you want is you want to make sure that you're using the tools. And one way to do this, you can even use your phone. Here, let me grab mine over here. My little phone here, you can take this and you can then use it. Matter of fact, that's what I used to get that picture back there. Whoops, come over here. There it is, that picture right there. I just took a picture of this, put it over there. But on your phone, you can do videos, and there's a place for that. So don't think you got to get all fancy and all these kind of things. Hey, I combed my hair particularly well for you today, so I did that. But you don't always have to do that. But you can get out there and you can then take the message that you have and make it you. There's a place for nice production value. Yeah, there is. But there's also a place for just being you and being real. The key is it needs to be very useful and something distinct, not just generic and not something that they can get anywhere. So what matters to you? This is kind of a New Year's way of framing it up. The people right now are overloaded. They're seeing so much content out there, and frankly, getting to be a little bit skeptical, going, Yeah, right. Did you do all that with AI, or was that you, or was this AI? Well, I can guarantee you this is me. This is not AI. Now, did I use AI in creating this? I had it give me some ideas. And here's a style that you might want to use yourself. I sat down and I went into Google Docs. I used their voice typing feature. I love that thing just because I can talk faster than I can type, and so can you. So what I did is a brain dump of just the things I wanted to talk about, this, and this. And as I see something that's really good, I'm reading a book or I read an article or I see a video and I go, hey, that's a real good thing. I'll blend that in there, be able to put it in there. Then I go back and I You-ize it, putting Terry's thoughts, my thoughts in there to say this is what it is. And then I have to step back and help people because people that are watching your videos are sitting there thinking, hey, is this worth my time? Matter of fact, you're doing the same thing, and I appreciate you watching right now to say, yes, it is. That means a lot that you're hanging in there. So you see, it's got to be attention that is earned, and we're going to get that by doing some specific things. Here, let me tell you what they're going to be. One of the specifics is be specific. Talk about something where it's going to help. You also want it to be actionable. Make sure it's something they can get results with right now very carefully. Make it save worthy. There's a reason why LinkedIn is now rewarding videos based on the saves that people have. And that's important. If people say, hey, this is a real good chart, this is a good reference that I can look into later, or I like the way they said that, that could help me when I'm feeling kind of down on this one right here. So people click save. It's that I had to look this up. It was those three dots that are in the upper right corner. They're in LinkedIn, and you'll be able to see that, save it. This is what they want. And they want to see that this is coming from a real person, not just some AI bot that's out there. They want real. And you want to be full in disclosure, like I'm telling you right now. Yes, I use AI. I put that out there when I'm writing something. I take it and I give it what I call my doggy draft, rough draft. Get it? Okay, I'm trying here. Work with me on this. I'm trying to put in a little bit of humor there. But it's a rough draft. It's one that I'm going, okay, I don't know what this is going to be like right here, but I'm putting it in there. Then I ask AI to go through, check the spelling, check the grammar, but don't always change the grammar. Just because for me, sometimes I want it to deliberately be non-grammatically correct. So that way it stands out a little bit. Now this is not for a PhD dissertation. If you're doing a PhD dissertation in a real university, well, you want it to be real. So you adjust and adapt. But what you want it to do is you want to make sure that you have the way that you're using this. So here's some ways that you want to think about this. 3 core moves that I want to give you right now. Number 1, use AI as the amplifier, not the identity. It is not about the AI doing it for you. I've seen some videos out on YouTube, and bless their heart, as they'd say down south, what you really want is not just to say copy and paste. Then you're done. No. That is not the way to do it. I would suggest, and I like to say, you want to copy, paste, and then customize. Go in there and make it you. Customize it for this particular application. Doing that, you're going to find out that it does very well. Now, one of the tools that I am really fond of right now, just within the last couple of weeks, is Gemini. Those folks at Google, my hat is off to them. And what they have done, I think, is great with Gemini as a great LLM, large language model. And they also tie that in with Nano Banana Pro. Nano Banana Pro, a great little tool, and it's fabulous for creating pictures right there on the fly in Gemini. Oh, and by the way, not only does it do that, but Gemini will then take it, create the picture for you, and then you can animate it through VEO, V-E-O, and VEO3 as I'm making this recording. That is a tool that I'm using. Well, I'm going to be using that on a program I'm giving in just a few days. I'll be heading out to Texas, going to be talking to some people about it. I've used this in other places, and they loved it. You can do this as well. Look into it, and if you'd like to know more about it, leave a note in the comments below. Let us know what you would like to know, and we'd be happy to produce a video on that for you. So I'm using those tools from Google. So you want to make sure that you're using that. I find that I'm using Google as well as Perplexity, particularly for the research that Perplexity has in the Perplexity labs. That is really good. And then also using VEO, V-E-O, part of Google Suite when I'm in Gemini, and it can create videos. Now, right now, it's only up to 8 seconds, but it's going to be longer. Now, you can create 8 seconds here and then put another one here, and then another one here, and then stitch them together in the linear or the nonlinear tool that you choose. I like Camtasia, and I'm working with that. So you could do that. But right now, we're in the early stages of this. It's getting better. And who knows what it'll be later on. Maybe later on this year, we're going to see that we'll have even more capability with it. So it's going to be good. So here's what you want to do. You want to get your workflow there. So you've got your research and the structure that you have. Then get the visuals together. This is where Gemini comes in. ChatGPT also does it well. And then repurpose the daylights out of this. We love Cast Magic and Taja, tools that are really good. Matter of fact, Taja is working on a big thing now with their thumbnails, so you can create thumbnails even better than before. They had a way to do it before, which is okay, not bad, but now they're taking it and moving it to the next level. Let me know if you're interested in that. So you also want to stop competing on volume. You want to make sure that you compete on your voice, your ideas, how you're coming through and what you're saying for people. See, the threat really isn't AI. AI is out there, it's good, it's not a threat to us, but the threat is sameness. When you're sounding the same as everyone else, they can go somewhere else. You want your content to be uniquely you. And so finally, what you want to do, make it a point to You-ize your material. Put your thoughts in there, put your feelings in, your comments, and matter of fact, make it maybe just a little bit on the controversial side, and that will help you enormously to get ahead and to do a lot more. And also, as we're working with this, we really would appreciate if you would like this, share it, and subscribe to it, because then that lets the AI bots, the people that are looking at this, the people that are then studying what they're saying, that, hey, a lot of people like this, and then it'll help you and get you in a ways that can go ahead. And also, want to give this to you as a thank you, a really handy study course. Things are changing a lot, so we've got a tool called AI Tools for Biz.com. If you're catching this on video, you might want to grab that QR code and take a look at that. But AI Tools for, the number 4, biz.com is packed full of tools that you can use. We talk about with some videos with helps on that, like ChatGPT, of course, Taja, that's T-A-J-A, Taja, Perplexity, Cast Magic, and Gamma. We love those tools, showing you how to use them and how you can make those come together and work for you. So let me know what you think. Really do want to hear from you, and we're answering the comments there, in the comments below, wherever you're getting this, and we're going to be able to help you on that. And got another little special treat for you. Right over here, here's a video that's going to help you take it to the next level. So as you're starting this new year, you got some great things happening. Thanks for joining me. I'm Terry Brock. Looking forward to hearing from you.